It is time now for sports with Team 12's Cameron Cox. He is joining us live from Chase Field with the D-backs. And Cam, basically from here on out, every game has big playoff implications.
Yeah, Caribe, it should feel like a playoff atmosphere out here tonight at Chase Field. Should be a lot of fun. You know, it's been nearly 6 years since the D-backs have made the playoffs. We've seen a lot of rough years around these parts. You know, manager Torey Novello says he thinks about that 2017 with the season when they clinched the playoff spot here at Chase Field. He goes, you ever just want something so bad that when you finally get it, you just cry tears of joy? Well, that's how it feels to make the playoffs. The D-backs moving forward control their own destiny. 13 days left in the season, 11 games. They just swept the Cubs, and now they got 2 home games against the Giants to help motivate his squad. Novello brought in former ASU star and World Series champ Dustin Pedroia in to speak with the team. They won a title together in Boston. Pedroia has 2. He shared how to handle this playoff push, and his message had guys ready to run through a wall.
His message was that a little bit what I was sharing with Cam, like, you know, the game, we're already into it, and the last 14 days are the best time of the year. And he said that being young is an excuse. He said the 2007 Boston Red Sox team had Jacoby Ellsbury, who played 31 big league games, and I was a rookie. So don't tell me a young team can't win a world championship. He immediately takes your sight line from, like, where are we at, wondering and curiosity, to, yeah, we can do this. We got this, and we're good enough to do it.
It's an exciting time of year for sure, and I'm excited to be doing it with this group. I mean, we have a lot of guys who are playing huge roles for our team that have under 2 years of service time. The hope is that, like, that energy can kind of carry and sustain us, and I know it is for myself and for some of the other veteran guys in here. Like, that energy, that youthful energy is very contagious. I definitely show up every day looking forward to that vibe.
All right, if the playoffs started today, the D-backs would be in. They're holding on to that second wild card playoff spot, just a half game up on the Cubs and the Reds, with the Marlins right behind them. So are the Giants. First pitch tonight at 6:40, ace Zach Gallen on the mound. All right, at long last, some good news for Sun Devil football. Star tight end Jalen Conyers returned to the practice field today. Remember, he missed this past Saturday due to an injury. He will play against top-ranked USC on Saturday night, Mountain America Stadium, and he's eager to get this thing right for the Sun Devils.
Having guys banged up in that Fresno State game was tough, but coming back to this week, we have a bunch of guys back and trying to get healthy. So I think it's going to be good. I think we're going to go out there and put a really good offensive performance out there. Like, honestly, we have to. We don't really have a choice. I'm excited, but I think it's just motivating everybody. I think it just gets everybody going, knowing that, hey, the defense is right there, so the offense, like, all right, we want to get up there too.
Guys, we've waited a long time for some relevance to happen here in this valley. The Cardinals, ASU football, they're struggling right now. The D-backs are in the thick of this. If they keep winning these last 2 weeks, they'll be in the playoffs for the first time in 6 years. This team is excited. They're ready to go. A start tonight against the Giants would help things out. Guys, back to you.
All right, that would be great. Cam, have fun out there. Thanks so much. Well, minutes away on 12 News at 6, retailers are getting ready for the holiday season, and they're planning to add thousands of jobs across the country.
And how pouring yourself a cup of milk and posting a selfie on social media could help feed those in need in our community.
Welcome back. With the holiday season approaching very quickly, retailers are getting jobs they're adding jobs already. Target plans to hire nearly 100,000 employees for the holiday season. The retailer announced today that it is hiring seasonal store attendants, merchandise experts, and style consultants. Meanwhile, Macy's announced this week it plans to hire 38,000 workers this holiday season. And coming up at 6, we'll have more on a massive hiring program at Amazon.
Starting this Friday, electric vehicle drivers can get 2 free hours of charging at any Kohl's location. This is pretty cool. The company is offering the deal through the end of the month to celebrate National Drive Electric Week. Kohl's did this promotion last year as well and says more than 5,000 people took advantage of the offer. You can find a store with charging stations online at Kohls.com.
Sounds like a creative way to get them in the store,
yes,
right, while they're waiting for their car charge. And right now you can enjoy a pumpkin spice eggnog from Shamrock Farms while helping people who are hungry in our community. All you have to do is snap a pic of yourself enjoying fall in Arizona with any Shamrock Farms product and then post it on social media using the hashtag #FakeFallRealHunger. Be sure to tag Shamrock Farms and they will donate a gallon of milk to St. Mary's Food Bank and up to 5,000 gallons.
What a great cause, and it helps the community. Well, don't go anywhere. We have a lot more still ahead on 12 News at 6.
Here are some of the big stories that we're working on. Thieves caught on camera going car to car looking for anyone who forgot to lock their doors. The warning from police tonight. Plus, we fact check a viral social media post from a U.S. lawmaker that claims undocumented migrants are being paid more than $2,000 a month by the U.S. government.
And later, a new robot powered by artificial intelligence is coming to Vegas, where you might see it on your next visit. The next half hour of 12 News at 6 is just minutes away. Stay with us, everyone.
Lock it or lose it. That is the message from Goodyear Police that they are putting out after a string of overnight car robberies. Welcome to 12 News at 6.
This next story is a warning for all of us. Team 12's Audra Aloya joins us from near Estrella Parkway and Elliott Road with the details.
Early Tuesday morning, a group of burglars looking to catch a break. Walking through driveways, going up to cars, and seeing if they were unlocked to steal whatever was inside.
These were crimes of opportunity.
Goodyear police now looking for these individuals. They say stole from at least 10 victims in the Estrella Mountain community between 1 and 4 in the morning.
Most of those reports came in the early morning hours after the victim wakes up and notices their car has been rummaged through or there may be items missing.
The neighborhoods hit were Lucero, Overlook, and Copper Ridge. David Hartwig lives in the latter. Although he wasn't a victim this time, he was 5 years ago when a criminal
saw a purse through the window and broke the window in the car and got the purse out and went on a spending spree.
That prompted him to install security cameras, but those didn't deter burglars from doing it this time around to his neighbors. To see that this is happening again in your community, what do you make of that?
It's not a good thing.
And I'm surprised that they're still doing this with how much cameras everybody has out here.
Goodyear police using this crime spree as an opportunity to remind drivers to always
lock your vehicle, remove the valuables, and park in a well-lit area or preferably a garage overnight.
Right now to a developing story on the Gila River Indian Reservation. Officers and first responders are investigating a shooting that left 2 people seriously hurt. This happened near Ocotillo and Price Roads. We're working to gather more information about the case, and we will keep you updated as we learn more.
Okay, now it's time to check your forecast and some good news on the way.
Yeah, that's right, Lindsay. Our forecast is cooling down a little bit, right? Yeah. We'll take it.
We'll take it, especially after this summer. Our next several days, high temps will be in the 90s, beginning tomorrow at 99, but it gets better than that because by the weekend, our highs are going to be in the mid-90s. We do have some more triple-digit temperatures heading into next week, but overall, a pretty dry stretch of weather. The high country also going to experience a cool down. Tomorrow, highs will be in the 70s and low 80s from Flagstaff over to the White Mountains under a mostly cloudy sky. We're back to more sunshine Thursday and more cloud cover again on Friday. Hour by hour tonight in the valley will finally drop out of the 90s by 10 p.m. Morning lows tomorrow, several hours of 70s. Notice the clouds coming back into play between 5 and 7 a.m. and those clouds are here to stay for the better part of tomorrow. But average temperatures expected. You can see we'll hit 98 tomorrow afternoon in Glendale and Mesa, also Queen Creek. Triple digits out toward Sun Lakes tomorrow, and the monsoon moisture staying well to our north. We are dry, a dry weather pattern shaping up for the rest of the week. However, winds are going up, and I'll have the latest on that coming up in your full forecast.
All right, Lindsay, we'll see you a little later. Thank you. New tonight, hundreds of migrants are arriving at the U.S.-Mexico border, riding on top of a train. You can see the migrants riding on the covered box hoppers as the train arrives in South Juarez, just across the border from El Paso, Texas. Hundreds of people have been lining up along the border wall, hoping to surrender to U.S. Border Patrol agents. Most of the migrants are said to be from Venezuela and include families.
The U.S. Border Patrol has repeatedly warned that migrants are being processed under Title VIII, meaning those without a legal basis to be in the U.S. face immediate removal from the country. Those evading apprehension, repeat offenders, or engaging in smuggling efforts face prosecution and a 5-year ban.
Now to our Verify report. Tonight we're looking into a claim that's going viral on social media. Is the government handing out more than $2,600 a year to people who cross into the U.S. illegally?
Brandon Lewis from our National Verify team looks into the claim.
You may have seen a viral post like this one from Congresswoman Lauren Boebert that claims the federal government is giving people who enter the U.S. illegally a monthly stipend of $2,200. Several Verify viewers saw the post and want to know if this is really happening. So let's verify.
Our sources are the U.S. State Department, the Congressional Research Service, the National Immigration Law Center, and Jewish Family Service of San Diego. We want to tell you up front that no, the federal government does not give undocumented immigrants a monthly stipend.
When someone illegally enters the U.S., they are not qualified to receive benefits from federal programs under federal law, except in rare cases as victims of abuse or trafficking.
The National Immigration Law Center says this means they can't get food stamps, non-emergency Medicaid, or Social Security.
And the State Department tells Verify it does not provide payments or assistance to undocumented immigrants. The Congressional Research Service has published several reports explaining that undocumented immigrants are largely ineligible for public benefits. Even asylum seekers who are legally allowed to remain in the U.S. until their hearing do not receive a monthly payment. Jewish Family Service tells Verify that, at most, asylum seekers might get small amounts of money from nonprofit organizations for food and personal expenses. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
And if you have something that you would like for us to verify, send an email with your idea to verify@12news.com or post your question on the 12 News Facebook page.
Now to honoring our fallen military members. For the first time in 14 years, the annual Tribute to Fallen Soldiers ride is making a stop in Chandler.
During the 21-day ride across 6 states, the bikers make stops to visit Gold Star families who have lost a loved one while serving on active duty.
Our Rachel Cole is in Chandler with the story.
Hey there, the Tribute to Fallen Soldiers group just rolling in from Flagstaff. This is their 4th state and the first time, yes, here in Arizona, because you usually do this ride through the summertime and it's simply too hot for these motorcyclists to be out. So they wanted to do it in September when they could visit a number of Arizona families for the first time and make sure that they honor them. And I'm talking with Executive Director Warren Williamson this afternoon. And Warren, I just want to know, how do these families react when you all show up with the flame ignited, with the music going, the patriotic tunes in tow? How do they react?
You know, it's different for every family. Every family is different in their grief process, but the one commonality is that they are so grateful when we roll up. You can already see tears in their eyes because they think their service member has been forgotten. And when they see the RV come in, the memorial flame come in, it's certainly not that case. And they become immediate family. We love on them, we hug them. And it's just a great experience. And all of us, are so grateful that we get a chance to do this.
And not only your presence that warms their heart, but also the presentation that comes along with the ceremony. Talk to me about this plaque. I mean, this is one of 48 people that you guys are visiting on this 3,500-mile ride.
So this is Marine Sergeant Trevor Cook. Amanda is his wife. And Trevor was killed in 2011, and this is one of the memorial plaques that we give to each family. It's our Memorial Plaque of Distinguished Service, and it basically says, the mission statement is right up here on top, your fallen hero will always be remembered, and that's our mission statement. It's why we do this, is to make sure that we don't forget.
It's an incredible effort, an amazing gesture, and as he gestured over here to the flame that burns for 21 days straight, day and night, as they make their way back to Eugene, Oregon, but not after visiting those 48 Gold Star families. If you'd like to read more details about that tribute ride, you can find them on 12news.com. We'll send it back to you.